Greetings everyone, this is Major making a follow-up to the last video that I just made. And I said to myself, wait a second, I just finished putting this video up about being positive and how we need to stay positive in the cryptocurrency space, and that we could win by focusing on what we're doing well and staying true to that, staying true to what you're doing good and what your project is doing good. And we don't need to basically have a lot of infighting that I'm better, Dash is better than Bitcoin, Bitcoin is better than Ethereum, Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be a real royal rumble of really crabs in a barrel, everybody trying to pull everyone else down in order to reach the top. And then I said, wait a second, isn't this the same guy who made the video saying Ethereum is going to cause everything to crash? Okay, let me explain. I got some explaining to do. Okay, this is what happened. I don't see making, like, remember, my main thing is about the overall health of the entire market. So I'm not really here to pump any particular project. I think that we can all win, meaning those people that are really committed to their project. If you're just trying to hustle, which there are a lot of hustlers out there, I think they will be exposed as a hustle. I don't need to really speak on that. I think that those projects, and even I think I will speak on the hustles. If you're just really doing something wrong, I don't think if you are exposing something that is wrong, being negative, I think that is, you're trying to, at least I'm trying to, by exposing something that I see as fundamentally flawed or wrong, that can endanger or harm the overall health of the system. I don't think I'm being negative. Now, some might challenge me and feel that I was, but I don't think I was being negative. I think I'm just raising some issues, and that these issues, if they're fixed, for example, in Bitcoin, there are some issues. There's the minor issue. There's the scaling issue that needs to be fixed. When people address these issues, I don't think they're being negative about those issues. I think it's just now when we start, really, some there are individuals out there that just, call everything a scam if it's not Bitcoin. I think that's negative. I think just, oh, this is a scam, Dash is a scam, Ripple is a scam. Like, everything is a scam if it's not what you put your money into. Okay. Am I being negative when I speak about gold and silver? I don't think I'm being negative when I really bring forth that this whole market, even the gold and silver people on YouTube that are very smart, they say it. They say, wait a second. They say, they will tell you in one breath that the whole market is manipulated by the paper market, by the big banks. And then the next minute they say, buy gold and silver. I don't, I used to listen to that. I was buying gold and silver like crazy. Physical, not paper. And then I realized whenever I went back to sell, I had to sell my same gold and silver, physical, back to my bullion dealer or any other dealer at the paper price. So these things are not being negative. I don't think I'm being negative towards gold and silver. I don't think I'm being negative toward, I think I'm just raising some fundamental flaws that I see in the logic of why people are buying this stuff. Why, the logic behind why I bought gold and silver. Why I was in equities. I did these things based on a psychology and a way of thinking that said, okay, this made sense. Just like I'm buying, cryptocurrencies because I think this makes sense. But when we should all, I think, challenge ourselves, challenge our ideas. Does what I think makes sense really make sense? And, one thing that you think today, tomorrow you might think a different way because new information has come, or your way of thinking has changed to say, wait a second, it really doesn't make as much sense as I thought it did. And so I don't think I'm being negative when I speak about gold and silver or Ethereum or any of these topics that I might have a differing opinion on. I think it's just a fundamental issue that, or a way of thinking. I think there's a problem here, and the only way to solve a problem is to identify that problem and to then, really work to solve it. But if you don't know what the problem is, if we're saying that with my thinking on Ethereum is that the problem is it's fundamentally an ICO haven. Without the ICOs, if you strip out all of the ICOs, you then are left with nothing, because the main thing of Ethereum are smart contracts, decentralized applications, and so these are ICOs. So that's the thing. Gold and silver is based on a fundamental flaw in thinking that physical, just because you're holding physical, that means something different than paper. But it's the same market. It's the same price. Besides from a few dollars in a few percent on a premium that's added for physical, you're still dealing with, the same London bullion exchange that sets the price of gold and silver, whether that's paper or physical. So I don't see me being negative. I think it's just raising or shedding light on why do we do the things that we do and why are we thinking about it the way we're thinking about it. And that's the reason. So no, I don't think that me saying, we can be positive about our position without having to be negative about someone else's position in order to build ourselves up. I don't have to get in here and talk about other YouTubers in a negative way in order to try to help, bring viewers to my YouTube channel. I don't think that you have to do things in that way in order to get ahead. So that's, that's what I think. Thank you.